Last class we have seen the question of 2009 and 10 of IAS Prelims. Today we are going to see the questions of 2009, 2011 and 2010, okay, of the modern history. Let's see these year questions. Okay. So the first question is the tendency for the increase litigation was visible after the introduction of the land settlement system of Lord Cornwallis in 1793. The reason for this is normally traced in which of the following provision. Okay, so making zamindars positions stronger via Rayet. Okay, making East India Company an overload of zamindar, or making judicial system more efficient. Okay, none of those. This is actually all is wrong. Okay, this is also wrong. Making zamindari position stronger by Rayet and the making East India Company an overload of zamindar, no, or making judicial system over efficient, no. So answer is D. Okay, so we'll read here that reform of Cornwallis had increased the litigation, and the main reason for this was the court fee was removed, and now everybody could drag anybody to the court. The extension to right of appeal was also one of the reasons. Court fee were abolished by Cornwallis. So the court की जो fees थी उसने abolished कर दी थी. Lawyers were be prescribed their fees. Ordinary people could see the government servant or Indians if they committed mistake. Inhuman punishment such as cutting limbs, cutting nose and ears were abolished. Okay, so ऐसा भी होता था पहले, but उनके limbs, उनके nose, उनके ears को काट दिया जाता. But when he has done the judicial reform, so he has those things removed. That these are some of the reasons that lead to increased litigation. The reason given in the options does not seem fit criteria for reform of the Cornwallis. Okay, so the answer is D. Next question: which amongst the following provided a common factor for tribal insurrection in India in 19th century? Okay, so it was introduction of new system of land revenue and taxation of tribal products, or influence of foreign religious missionaries in tribal area, rise of large number of money lender, trader and revenue farmers as middlemen in tribal areas, the complete disruption of old agrarian order of the tribal communities. So this was actually D. Okay, so the complete disruption of old agrarian order of the tribal community. That's why. Okay, so the tribal has hesitated in the 19th century. So you can read this. Next question: with reference to the period of colonial rule in India, home charges form an important part of drain of wealth from India. Which of the following funds constituted home charges? Okay, the fund used to support Indian office in London, fund used to pay salaries and pension of British personnel engaged in India, fund used for all wages war outside by India, outside India by the British. So this was actually all is correct. Okay, all is correct. The fund used to support office in India. जैसे ब्रिटिशर्स इंडिया में रूल करते थे, तो इनके ऑफिसर जो लंदन में होते थे उनके भी चार्जेस इंडिया से दिया जाता था. सैलरीज, पेंशन सब कुछ इंडिया से ही दिया जाता था. इवन अगर ये बाहर में लड़ाई करते थे उसके भी जो चार्जेस होते थे वो भी इंडिया से ही लेते थे. So that's why all is correct. Okay, we will read here for more information. It is clear from the economic history of India by R.C. Dutt, the Indian tribe tribute, whether weighted in the scale of justice or view in the light of our interest will be the found to be or variance with inhumanity with the common sense and with the receive maximize economical science. Okay, if you read spectrum, this is given there. Okay, the whole thing is that for all their expenses, the Britishers, all their expenses they were using from the in India. Okay, so that is nothing but home charges. Even if they are using a pencil in a London for work related to India, they were charging from the India. Okay, so that was actually the home. Next question: what was the purpose with which Sir William Wedderburn and W. Skene had set up Indian Parliamentary Committee in 1893? Okay, to agitate for Indian political reform in the House of Commons, to campaign for the entry of Indians into the imperial judiciary, to facilitate a discussion on the India independence in the British Parliament, to agitate for the entry of eminent Indians into the British Parliament. Okay, this was actually a to agitate for Indian political reform in the House of Commons. We'll read this explanation. On 28 December 1885, the Indian National Congress was formed at Gokul Das Tejpal Sanskrit College in Bombay with 72 delegates in attendance. A. Holmes assumed the office as the General Secretary. He was the person who established that Women's Chand Banerjee. Okay, Women's Chand Banerjee of Calcutta was elected as president. The additional British members were William Wedderburn and Justice John Jordan. Okay, all others were the Hindus and from Calcutta and Madras presidency. Wedderburn had entered the parliament as a Liberal member in 1893 and had sought to voice India's grievances within the House. So it was actually to hesitate for the Indian political reform in the House of Commons. So the answer is A. Next question. Which of the following are the principal features of Government of India 1919? Okay, introduction of diarchy in the executive, Government of Provinces, introduction of separate communal electorate for Muslims, devolution of legislative authority by the center to the provinces. Okay, they are asking for the correct statement. See, this is wrong. The introduction of separate communal electorate for Muslim. No, it was not only for the Muslim but for the other classes also. So that's why this is wrong. First is correct. The introduction of diarchy in the executive government of provinces. This is correct. And the devolution of legislative authority by the entry to the provinces is also correct. So the answer is C. Next, again, correct statement they are asking. Riyat-wari system. Consider the following statement. The rent was paid directly by the peasant to the government. The government gave pattas to the Riyat. The land was surveyed and assessed before being taxed. So, this is, see, the rent was paid directly by the peasants, yes. The government gave patta and to the Riyat, yes. But this is wrong. The land was surveyed and assessed before tax, no. Okay, so the answer is B. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct regarding Brahma Samaj? Okay, so they're asking about Brahma Samaj. Correct statement. It's ideology. It denied the need for the priestly class for interpreting the religious text. It popularized the doctrine that the Vedas are infallible. Correct statement. So here, see, this is wrong. It popularized the doctrine that the Vedas are infallible. No, this is wrong. This is correct, and this is also correct. So the answer is B. Next question. Again, okay. Of which above were introduced into India by the English. Okay. Assessment of land revenue on the basis of nature of soil and quality of crop, use of mobile cannons in warfare, cultivation of tobacco and red chilies. Okay, so it is about that they have introduced in India. So it was actually none of them has introduced by the English. Okay, so the assessment of land revenue on the basis of nature of soil, no. The use of mobile cannon in the warfare, no. Cultivation of tobacco and chilies, no. All is wrong. Okay, all is wrong.